What's up, guys? It's Coaster Maniac USA here, and with Coaster Dude back for another episode of the Kings Island Show. So let's go ahead and get this episode started. You here, Coaster Dude?
Yep.
Alright, so the first thing that we want to talk to you guys about is that Banshee is finally complete, and really, in my eyes, the ride went up pretty fast. What do you think?
Yeah, the ride did go very fast. I remember, I'm not as sure exactly when they started on it. I want to say it was sometime in late season, like during late season. Um, and I can't remember when it was exactly. But after looking at how far they've come in just the past 2 months, I mean, they literally pretty much built the ride in 2 months. I mean, it was pretty quick, definitely, and they worked through the tough environment because the winter was pretty bad this year, and I mean it's still going on too. So luckily, though, I mean it didn't sidetrack them at all. They still worked hard right through it. So
Oh yeah, and I can't wait to possibly get down there and ride it on opening day. So,
oh yeah,
with Banshee complete now, like he said, it was a bad winter and stuff here in Ohio, and I remember watching construction on Diamondback, and I think that this ride went up faster than Diamondback did. So the
yeah, I think it was about a little faster than Diamondback.
yeah, yeah. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is Banshee's trains are at Kings Island, and if you guys have not seen the video over Banshee's trains yet, Kings Island has got a video out of like the announcement of Banshee, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys have seen what the trains look like. Coaster Dude, do you want to explain what the trains look like?
Well, from what I've seen of the train so far, is they are going to be built sort of like gatekeepers by the way that the restraints are. They're going to sort of be like the modified version of gatekeepers, which is good because the gatekeeper at first, the restraints were terrible, and people were complaining about their collarbone getting crushed and everything. But looking at the restraints on here, they seriously they look pretty comfortable. I mean, there's not going to be that head banging that Raptor has because the restraints are going to be a little more thinner down the side, but it's still going to have the padded lap bar. That's where it comes down in front of you. And I think it was interesting because, I mean, they're not your typical restraints. I mean, they're pretty skinny restraints, but I think it looks sweet. And the car, the train itself, it's going to be sort of like this aqua green and with, I guess you could kind of call that like a silver gray. And then the restraints are going to be yellow with the black handle. So I like that it's going to sort of have like a contrasting color, so you'll be able to see it better when it's run through the track.
Yeah, I think that the train itself looks nice. I do like that Kings Island made a train like this. I mean, there's no train like it at Kings Island. The restraints are different than what we've seen before. I am looking forward to not having any of the head banging that you could get on Vortex or any ride like that. So that's good that they made it a little bit separated from your head and your shoulders and everything.
And they also said, I believe row 4 is going to be row 4. I want to say it's row 4 is going to be the bigger person seats, they said. So just in case anyone wanted to know that, that's some useful information to throw in.
Okay, so I'm going to let Coaster Dude talk about our next topic, which is Media Day at Kings Island.
Alright, so Media Day at Kings Island, it's going to be on Thursday, April 17th, which is one day before opening day, because opening day is actually on a Friday this year. Kind of interesting that Kings Island did that. But Media Day, in order to attend Media Day, you have to be part of you have to be part of a coaster club that's on the list, and you can find the list on Kings Island's website, I believe. Or if you're on KI Central, you can actually join. There's a joint venture they're doing now with Coaster Crew, where you can get on Coaster Crew for about $9. I think is what it was. It might be 15 now, and that'll actually get you to Media Day too. Like I said, Media Day, I think it starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be early. But like I said, I mean, it's not so much a day to go ride the ride; it's a day to sell the ride to the media. So I think it'll be interesting. I'm not going to be able to go up there, But like I said, I think it'll be interesting to see how the media perceives this ride being the longest inverted coaster. So I think it'll be real interesting to see how the media is, and it'll be interesting hearing the reviews of the ride a day before the ride actually opens.
Yeah. So the next topic is Beast's 35th anniversary for this season. I can remember back, I don't know, like 5 years ago, yeah. And when I saw signs that said Beast 30 Years of Terror, and we've already been 5 years away from that, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too when Kings Island had posted something saying Diamondback was turning 5 this year. I was like, holy crap, time's been insane.
Oh, yeah, and I like that it's been 35 years that the Beast has been at Kings Island. It's always a fun ride to go ride. I don't like what they've done with it now, though, how they've actually used almost every break the ride has, like, because they didn't used to, so.
Yeah. And also, I wanted to throw in here, it seems like in 5 year intervals, it seems like every 5 years the Beast is around, we get something new. Like in 1984, which would be the fifth anniversary, we got King Cobra and the Smurfs Enchanted Voyage. In 89, which was 10 years, we got Waterworks Water Park, which is Soak City now. In 1994, which was 15 years, Days of Thunder, which is now Action Theater. In 1999, which was 20 years, we got Facelift and Drop Zone, and Son of Beast was announced. In 2004, which is 25 years, Crocodile Dundee's Boomerang Bay was expanded, which was Waterworks and now Soak City. In 2009, which was 30 years, we got Diamondback. And 2014, which is 35 years, we got Banshee.
Yeah, that is interesting. I never thought about it that way, and the way that you say that really is the truth now that I think about it.
Yes, and like I said, I mean, being a wooden coaster, typically wooden coasters tend to last a long time, especially when they're upkeep very well. So I think it'll be interesting to see if the park continues this, and, honestly, I think the Beast, I mean, although they have sort of watered it down a little bit, I still think it's one of the most wild wooden coasters I've been on yet.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I mean, it is the world's longest wooden roller coaster.
I still, like I said, I love it even to this day. I mean, especially riding at night back there in the woods.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fun.
So the last topic is probably the one that came most shocking to me when I was looking on the Kings Island page. Opening day has been announced for April 18th, which is going to come on a Friday, and it's a lot earlier this year. I'm not sure why they're doing it on a Friday.
I think in a way the park kind of wants to thin out the crowds a little bit because I think Banshee is creating quite a bit of hype. So I think the park would have been packed if it was on a Saturday. But I mean, it's still probably going to be a little busy. But most people are still going to be in school. I mean, I might see if I can just skip school. But I mean, I think the park's really doing that to sort of kind of get less crowds there. Try to get it a little. I mean, honestly, I was kind of like a little surprised too at first because I mean this is like the first time I think Kings Island hasn't opened on a Saturday for opening day. But I can really see where the park's coming from with maybe wanting to lessen the crowds so people can get some more rides on. I mean, I don't know. I mean, either way, if you go to opening day and expect to get a lot of rides, I mean you're going to be disappointed. But it's whatever though. So.
Yeah, what I find interesting is like me and you, we had a plan to go on opening day, the last Saturday of April, just like always, and we had a plan to go ride Banshee the first day that it was open. Well, now with this, and I know a lot of people have thought about that as well, who are in school right now or anything, with them opening up on a Friday, most people aren't going to be able to get to the park and ride Banshee who want to on opening day.
Yeah, and that's one thing. I mean, there's a chance that I might not be able to go, but I mean, either way, as long as I get a ride on Banshee sometime soon, I'll be happy. So.
Yeah, at least not on opening day, maybe the second day.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty. Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Kings Island Show. Go check out Coaster Dude's account. and subscribe to him to see all of his videos, and subscribe to this account to see all of my videos. And we will see you guys in the next episode of the Kings Island Show.